So I love that little color chart at the end. That it's almost like color bars that show up on video that allows a technician to kind of, when they're looking at the tape, they can kind of tweak the hue and the saturation levels to make sure everything looks right. For this, this is comparable to what the China girl or the leader lady or whatever you call it, where they're trying to get, during processing, they're trying to make sure that the skin tones are correct and the other tones are correct when they're processing the film. So, love seeing those, especially because I can use those to color correct if they're accurate. Sometimes they're way off, which is kind of funny. It's like they tacked it on. Anyways, I'm Skip Alzheimer. Welcome to the AV Geeks Lunchtime streaming show. We are broadcasting not only to YouTube, but Facebook, Twitter. We're back on Twitter. Twitch, and the Black Hole Monoplex, which is a great... those folks are very kind to host us for our lunch shows. And it's an alternative for people who don't want to be advertised. You might get advertising for what Black Hole Monoplex is doing, but you won't get advertised for anything else. Yeah, so today, on the telecine, which is behind me, right there, is a giant reel of commercials. So today we're going to watch the second compilation reel I have from the Clio awards. Clio awards were for commercials, TV commercials, and we had been scanning a bunch of them for Indiana University, as they have the Clio archive now, and they are making those available on their site, slowly, but there's some amazing stuff there. And these are actually from my archive. These are, I guess they were distributed to libraries and things. This one is from Rhode Island College. The other one that I got was at another library, so they must have distributed these for academic purposes, maybe television, advertising, marketing classes. But they're interesting because they capture, usually it's 1 year, and they capture what was the big thing then. So here is that reel. Enjoy. A lot of commercials here. I don't endorse anything that they're showing, but sometimes I love old commercials because they are so over the top, and so they get you. All right, so here it is. Clio Awards compilation reel 2.
comandante está aquí.
Gee, guys, I'm sorry I got you into all this.
Look, Bert, we're all in this thing together.
Right, we're partners after all.
Adelante. Adelante. Oh, boy.
What?
Well, I thought the commercial we did was real funny.
Yeah, me too.
If the client doesn't think it's funny,
Then it's not funny.
Yeah.
But isn't this carrying things too far?
Silencio! No, talking ain't a line. You're in bad enough trouble as it is. Any last request? Okay. Ready? Aim.
There is one thing. We've always wondered, how do they judge the Clios?
How do they judge the Clios? Okay, kids, hit it!
Do-da-do-da-do-da-do-da, bum-play-dum. How do they choose the Clios? Just how is it done? Who looks at all those entries and then chooses just one? It's a complicated process, just lend us an ear, and we'll explain the Clios right here. Over 21,000, that's the number of entries that we get from 53 countries all over the globe. Then the judges go to work. To work. To work. To work. 1,000 judges, advertising professionals all look at this stuff. This stuff? And they judge it as to whether it's creative. Creative. That means like whether it swings. We see. For 12 long weeks, they rate and compare and they laugh and they stare. Oh, where? Like internationally from Paris to Rio, they all judge the Clio. Let's all go to Rio. And don't forget that folks are gonna win some Clios today. Judged in the USA. Like where? Like here. Where's here? They judge in Portland and Atlanta, Baltimore and Dallas, LA, Chicago and New York. New York, hey, it's a wonderful town. It's where they count the ballots and the winners are crowned. That's how they judge the Clios. That's how it's done. That's how those golden statues are won. Lots of judges, lots of entries, lots of creativity. The Clios are for me and you.
So, you boys are in advertising.
Yeah.
We have our own production company.
I have always wanted to direct.
Well, listen, why don't you come with us?
Yeah, we're going on a shoot.
Shoot! Uh-oh.
Grace sure looked good tonight, didn't she?
Yeah.
So how much you making now? Huh? I'm going fine. You gotta be making at least 25. I'm fine. Maybe a little better than that. 30? Tell me yes or no. Are you making 30? Yes. 30? Around 30. Got any investments? Any stuff? Got the card? That's not an investment. You got an IRA, life insurance? Not really. You're making 30. And you don't have anything like that. What do you think? You're 18 years old or something?
I never felt older in my life. Yesterday, I was a football player. Today, I'm retired. How do I want to be remembered? As a good father, as a good husband, and that's it. That's life, and that's what life is.
You always hurt the one you love, the one you shouldn't hurt at all.
People have a love-hate relationship with their cars. They love them, but they don't always treat them right.
And crush it till the petals fall.
Yet with all the abuse they get, over 90% of all Subarus registered since 1974 are still on the
With
road.
a hasty word you can call.
Now imagine how much longer they would last if people didn't love them so much.
It's because I
Subaru.
love you most.
Inexpensive and built to stay that way.
You always hurt.
Just a little north of Boston, in the old town of Marblehead, is a place where only local people used to eat. But the scallopini and the scampi were so good that word soon got out that a night in Rosalie's was like a night in Milan. But if you go there, remember, bring a big appetite and bring your Visa card. Because at Rosalie's, they don't take no for an answer, and they don't take American Express. Visa, it's everywhere you want to be.
This class is perhaps the greatest archaeological discovery of our time. A dwelling called the Split Level Ranch. Marvelous.
What's this, Professor?
Ah! A spherical object they used to hurl at each other with great velocity while others looked on. What's this? Oh, this device produced excruciatingly loud noises to which they would gyrate in pain.
Professor! What is it?
Odd.
What is it?
I've no idea.
Pepsi, the choice of a new generation.
Here, Doris. Got a meeting in Davenport. Be back tomorrow.
Once upon a time, a businessman figured out a brand new way to travel.
Afternoon. Car's broke down a couple miles back. Gonna miss a big meeting in Davenport.
That's so.
Say, could you, fly me there and back?
Let me get this straight. You want me to fly you there, sit there and wait for you while you have this meeting, then fly you back?
Since then, the Friendly Skies has flown a whole lot of business people. we found it pays to listen to them.
Thanks for flying me. Next time, maybe you could have some coffee on board.
You're not just flying. Let me get this straight. You want coffee on the plane while we're in the air?
Friendly sky.
Well, no one can take you to the limits of your imagination. If you can dream it, you can do it.
Contrary to some opinions, I know about kitchen things. The Sanyo coffee thing grinds the beans and has the coffee ready when I wake up.
Correct, madam.
The Sanyo toasty is a vertical toaster oven.
Correct.
The Sanyo food thing is a microwave that actually browns, bakes, and broils.
Right, madam.
Never let it be said that I don't know my way around my own kitchen. Broom closet.
Right again, madam. Sanyo, wonderful things for the kitchen.
The new Nikon One Touch is not only easy to use, it's so compact you can slip it in your pocket. That way you won't look like a tourist.
AT&T on office automation. Most of the business machines sold today only work with their own kind. Anything else is brand X. That leaves your company locked in and some powerful new products locked out. Enter AT&T. Our office design welcomes computers, word processors, networks, and telephones made by many vendors, not just AT&T. That way, as your needs change, so can your system. We make the pieces fit. In AT&T's world, flexibility is everything. Because in business, you never know what tomorrow may bring. AT&T, the right choice.
Why do fools fall in love? Why do birds sing so gay? Love is nowhere to say. Why do they fall in love?
For anyone who's ever been in love, American greetings.
That's
That's it. I'm history. End of the road.
You can't quit, Vince. No crash dummy takes out a utility pole like you do.
Larry, for years I've been proving how safety belts save lives, but nobody's listening.
Sure they are.
Yeah, that's why thousands die in car accidents every year. I feel like I'm banging my head against the wall.
Come on, Vince. Tomorrow's the big day. 2 compacts. Head on.
High speed?
Could save a life.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
Yeah, I'd like a hamburger. As you speak. You already made it? We already made it. When? What time is it? 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock? We made your hamburger 11 o'clock. So if I want a hamburger made fresh, I gotta come at 11 o'clock? 11 o'clock hamburger, we made it 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock?
It's like 10, 11, 12, or vice versa.
So I gotta come at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock hamburger, we made it 9 o'clock.
I gotta be here for lunch at 9 o'clock?
Look at it this way, beat the new time crowds.
At Wendy's, your hamburger is always made fresh the moment you order, and not a second sooner. The others can't promise that.
Store A argues that because they buy building supplies by the trailer load, they can give you a better deal. Store B argues that because they buy building supplies by the truckload, they can give you a better deal. But Knox buys building supplies by the train load. And who's going to argue for the train?
These days, a lot of airlines are cutting corners on their meals.
This little beauty we like to call banquet on a bun, right, Bob?
Banquet on a bun.
I like it. Sit down, Bob. Now with this, you can serve a whole plain loaf for just pennies. I like it. Elastic parsley. You can use it over and over again. I like it. Pygmy chickens. You can get 105 with an ordinary shoebox. I like it.
At Alaska Airlines, we spend a little more on our meals, and you can taste the difference.
Sally, who took the yellow pages?
Oh.
Honey, have you seen the yellow pages?
No.
Susie, where are the yellow pages?
Sally had it last. I did not.
Come on, I need the yellow
Over the
pages.
years, one book has been in more homes, helping people throughout New York find more goods and services. The 9X Yellow Pages.
Mom.
It's always there when you need it.
Oh.
On the occasion of our 5th birthday, you are cordially invited for the State of Cinemax report.
Your manuscript, sir.
Thanks a bunch, Bentley. Today, my friends, let's set aside our facts and figures and toast a milestone to Cinemax on our 5th birthday and with a little luck. Begging your pardon, sir, but the Cinemax success story is not the byproduct of lucky break. Au contraire, is the product of pinpoint planning. Hey, babe, I think your bow tie is a bit too tight. Look, Cinemax's big box office, because we have your Hollywood blockbusters and superstars. What it is, my man, is comedy. Coming at you with heavyweight wackos on the comedy experiment. Laugh all you like, gentlemen. The true soul of Cinemax is heartaches and heartbreaks. Oh, that's a lot of poppycock, sister. Drive-in Saturday night is the real backbone of Cinemax. My dear boy, it's the quality of a Cinemax import or the poetry of a classic picture. No, it's up to the minute with the latest music on Album Flash.
If I may, we mustn't forget Friday After Dark for those inclined toward adult entertainment.
Not that you're not all perfectly adult.
Cinemax. We're 5 years old and still growing.
More rootin' tootin' raspberries, huh?
Yeah.
I'm just going to do a quick break. We still have a lot more film to go. I might have accidentally not put the appropriate take-up reel on this, so I might have to stop this early so I don't have film spilling everywhere. Anyway, so this is 1986. Clio TV commercial awards. These are compilation reels that the I don't know what the governing board of the Clio's name was. But anyways, they would do these competitions every year and get all these submissions, and we have been scanning them for the archive that owns all the Clio submissions. So it's a lot of really amazing stuff. So anyways, just a quick ad. If you like what you're watching, and it seems like this is resonating with a lot of you because this is when you were growing up, as I was. You can buy us coffee at buymeacoffee.com/avgeeks. You can also go to avgeeks.com and see other stuff we put online and buy DVDs from there. You can also hit like and subscribe. That's a great way to support us and tell the world that you like us. So here we are. We'll return to the 1986 Clio Awards TV compilation, commercial compilation reel number 2.
Excuse me. You've probably seen us using canes like this on our way to work. Some of us are lawyers, engineers, psychologists, and computer programmers. Unfortunately, there are still employers who think blindness is reason enough to lock us out of the business world. Blindness isn't a barrier unless you make it one. When hiring, don't close your eyes to the blind.
How did you like the lobster, Mr. District Attorney?
Dad, I'm an assistant to an assistant.
You know, I never told you this. I told your mother how I felt when you decided not to join the old man's firm.
I knew.
Did you know I'm proud of you? American Express card, eh?
Yeah. Pay's getting better over at City Hall.
Apply for the card now. It's part of a lot of interesting lives.
Grandpa, tell me the sun-kissed story again.
Ah, the magical land of the sun-kissed factory. And only their sweetest and juiciest oranges ever wear the sun-kissed name.
As I stated before, this proves that the accused and his accomplices...
Objection.
Sustained. He would show...
People work wonders when they work together. Across the country, Honeywell is working with law enforcement officials,
It's going down.
where special Honeywell systems are helping the right people. Helping them get to the right place at the right time to get evidence before it's covered up. The Honeywell system then speeds the prosecutors to court. With Honeywell, justice is swift. Working together works. Honeywell, together we can find the answers.
If you're not giving your sandwich French's mustard, it may not like it.
That's not French's. No way!
Come on, listen to your food. French's is 100% all natural. No sugar, no artificial preservatives. Delicious. French's all natural mustard. Be good to your food.
Hi, Mom. What's for dinner?
A new recipe for crispier chicken.
What's for dinner?
A new shake and bake recipe.
Does that like make us guinea pigs?
No, your table manners do that.
What's for dinner?
A new shake and bake recipe.
It's experimental.
It's new.
Hello.
Hi.
What's for dinner?
Birdseed. What's in it?
Everything.
What's everything?
What?
What's everything?
Basil, paprika, peppers.
Dead leaves. What?
Dead leaves.
Swamp grass. What?
What's for dinner?
A new recipe for crispier chicken.
What? Chicken. Thank you.
Will I?
What?
Like it.
If it goes in your mouth, it stays in your mouth.
I like this.
I didn't get enough.
That's mine.
New shake and bake coating mixture. The complete recipe for success.
Setting off to find America. Gonna take my own sweet time to find America. And everywhere I see people smiling back at me, so glad to be in America. So come take my hand and let's discover the love that we share, brother to brother.
Bring America home on Kodacolor VR films. Films as vibrant and as sensitive as the faces and places that bring this land together.
And as far as I can see, there's no place I'd rather be than riding free in America.
Kodak Film, because time goes by.
Once a year, the eyes of the international film community turn to the tiny town of Mill Valley, California, and its glorious cinematic celebration.
Of course, we had the debut of Paris, Texas last year, and that was very nice.
That was very nice. Very nice.
I guess we're all looking forward to the film noir retrospective.
Yeah, we like that deep focus.
Well, there's a surface to the genre that, if anything, improves with age.
You're bringing back that Jane Russell movie, Hot Blood.
Ellen and Bob want an answer about the Video Fest. Are we going or not?
Karen says that the recent New Zealand films are better than the French New Wave.
I did not. I just said they were reminiscent.
That's stupid, Daddy. Where's their Truffaut? Where's their Godard?
Rich?
We are going to see the premiere of a Axel Wexler film, Latino. We are Axel Wexler's fans from way back. Medium cool.
That Wim Wenders is such a nice young director.
There should be more like him.
So, am I going to see you at the premiere of that new Paul Schrader film?
Mishima?
Yeah.
No, I can't. My dad's taking us to Africa.
Well, can't you get out of it?
I was telling Morris, get this. We got this world premiere of Joseph Papp's new film starring Meryl Streep and John Gielgud. And he says, who's Joseph Papp?
You gotta be kidding me.
I don't know how the guy ever made sergeant.
Of course, Eisenstein really wrote the book on film cutting. Everything since has more or less been a footnote. But some footnotes are more interesting than others. This year, we're having a panel of discussion with some of the best editors in the business. Marshall Lucas, Bob Dalva, Michael Chandler, Tom Sanford.
So God's up in heaven. And he looks down at his calendar and he sees the end of the world is coming up. And he decides that somebody should film it, right? So he has St. Peter go down and shop the property for a director. St. Peter comes back and says he can't find a director. And God says, well, what about Lucas? And St. Peter says, he won't do it. He'll produce it, but he won't direct it. That's no good, God says. Well, how about Spielberg? He can't do it. It's something to do with his contract. Well, how about Coppola, says St. Peter. God says, Coppola, I gotta make a profit on this thing.
Внимание, внимание! Это платное объявление для пассажиров на
Ladies and gentlemen, we give you the Vauxhall Nova, a car that makes light of heavy traffic. Vauxhall Nova. It's really something in the city.
Lollygobble bliss bombs. Everyone's idea of bliss.
Cenas de um verão. O sol resseca sua pele. O vento prejudica. A chuva maltrata. Para deixar sua pele sempre em forma, use Nivea Milk no corpo todo. Em 2 tipos, azul para a pele normal, rosa para a pele cansada e ressecada. Nivea Milk para depois das loucuras de verão. Philips announced the first portable compact disc system. The CD 555, another sensation from Philips.
ナショナルアイロンハイプレス荒れ狂うシワの海を沈めよう。
前線の通過に伴い大荒れの東シワ海は現在どういうわけか急速に回復に向かっている模様です。
スチームのパワーが違う。しかも余熱で乾燥。これがアイロンナショナルハイプレス。
New Dulux glass is so glossy, it stays looking wet, even when it's dry. New Dulux glass, even when it's dry, it stays looking wet.
Can you reach half the TV viewers in America with a single network ad every day? No. Can you reach half the TV viewers in Australia with a single network ad every day? No. Can you reach half the TV viewers in Britain with a single network ad every day? Yes. ITV and Channel 4, the best value TV in the world.
Dans la nouvelle gamme Xerox 1025, Frank Xerox présente le plus incroyable de ses mini-copieurs. D'une qualité copie saisissante. Atrocement réducteur. Mais aussi terriblement agrandisseur. Xerox 1025, un mini-copieur sauvagement réducteur et agrandisseur. disturb that condor moment.
Hi. Where have I seen this man before? Hey, you. I think you smoke, don't you?
Yep. Et nicotine, le dentifrice des fumeurs. British Rail, the quickest way to get in and out of town. We're getting there.
Can your motor oil survive the punishment today's engines dish out? Circulating the oil twice as fast, working the oil twice as hard, breaking it down and causing it to lose its viscosity. That's why you need an oil with the additive that does more to help prevent viscosity breakdown. Castrol XLR, the oil engineered.
A dream of gold and a world of excellence from Benson and Hedges.
Got ears? Get into the legends at Boots Sound Shop.
Alright, we're gonna temporarily mute this, so hopefully the music won't get us in trouble. Also, I am actively keeping an eye on the reel. I don't know if we're gonna make it, so we'll see.
They don't just wait.
giant screwdriver. A telephone? That, sir, his old set playing up. He's called a repairman, eh? Must have bought the bally thing years ago. Can't afford to change it. Should have gone to radio rentals. Should have gone to radio rentals! With radio rentals, a chap can change his set whenever he wishes. Yes, indeed. I find it's the only way to keep up with new ideas. Like flat-square tubes and supersound. Quite so. Abandon ship. There's only one way out, sir. Carry on, number one. Jenkins, higher!
Radio rentals. You'll be glued to our sets, not stuck with them.
Et maintenant, qui sera le premier au sommet?
There will be times when you're running late and need to phone the office, but don't have any coins on you.
Got any money? Not that. Dopey. Oh, that's no good.
Which is why we developed the phone card. Available from main post offices or selected newsagents, a phone card lets you make your calls without worrying about change.
Hello, sir. Now, it's me, fool.
So if it looks like you're going to be held up, make sure you've got a phone card. At British Telecom, we've developed a whole new range of payphones.
Thank you. That's great.
We've made smaller ones that are easier to put into pubs and hotels. We've developed the phone card, so you can buy your calls in advance. And we've designed other phones that take any coins from 2p to £1. Of course, anyone can have a run of bad luck.
Hello. Viv.
Oh,
But we think our new payphones will leave you speechless.
Phew! So it got pretty close, filling up the take-up reel. You have to be careful when you're transferring or projecting films to make sure that you have enough of a take-up reel to accommodate the film that you're showing. Otherwise, it's a mess. I've also had situations where I did have a big enough take-up reel, but the film was a little warped. And so I wasn't paying attention. This was a live screening I was doing, so I was kind of engaging with the audience and between films, kind of like I do here. And I didn't notice that the film was actually, the take-up reel was a little bit bent. The film actually was on the outside of the reel. And so I just kept my finger on it and ran the last film, and then I had to figure out how to get it back. And I had a tub, so basically it fell off, and so I was just dumping the film into the tub so that I could rewind it later, which I did. Thankfully, I was an opening act, and there were acts following me, so I could sit and watch. One of those acts, of course, was the first time I met Found Footage Festival. This was in New York. So, thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks for watching these commercials. Obviously, 1986 resonates with a lot of us for lots of different reasons. And this film was great because the color was really good. And 80s, man. The sins that we pay for now because of the 80s. But buy us some coffee. Support us. buymeacoffee.com/avgeeks. And you can go to avgeeks.com and see other things we have online, buy CDs or DVDs. Hit like and subscribe. Those are ways to just say, hey, I like what you're doing. We like AV Geeks, and we want AV Geeks to continue. I will probably continue if you don't like, but thanks. All right, everybody, have a great rest of your day. We will be back tomorrow, Wednesday. So, see you soon. Bye.